Cade Cunningham versus Paolo Banchero. In this video, we are going to be breaking down who we would rather have in a vacuum, and it's going to get spicy. As always, I ask that you watch this video, you comment down below your thoughts, who you want to see next, and who you believe has a stronger argument to be someone you would want to build around for the next 5 to 10 years in the NBA. So there's only one thing left to do. Let's get right into it. Paolo Banchero is a whopping 22 years old. In his third season in the NBA, his second season, they already made the play-in game and showed a lot of promise. Paolo Banchero to start this year was absolutely bursting onto the scene, similar to how we're seeing Cade Cunningham right now. Unfortunately, due to an injury, we saw that get derailed, as well as Franz Wagner getting injured, and now Jalen Suggs. It's safe to say the Orlando Magic have had a rough go of it when it comes to health. Nonetheless, Paolo Banchero has shown us a ton of flashes of what he can be. He is essentially unstoppable, putting his head down and getting to the basket, similar to a Zion Williamson. He's extremely versatile on the defensive end. He's a fantastic leader, and if the Orlando Magic can build around him properly, I believe that he has a chance to be just as good as Cade Cunningham, if not better. Now we get to Cade Cunningham. Cade Cunningham is absolutely bursting onto the scenes right now. The Detroit Pistons beat the Celtics. They cannot be stopped. They have turned a corner. Ever since Jaden Ivey has gone down, Cade Cunningham has gotten the chance to run the team. And oh yeah, he is the third leading assist leader in the NBA at 9.4 per game right now. Still inefficient from the three-point line at 35%, but you wouldn't know it by the way he's playing, putting up unbelievable stat lines every single night. The Pistons are having fun playing basketball. Their defense is absolutely unbelievable. And Cade Cunningham's selflessness and ability to draw in the defense is leading his teammates to be wide open and the best they've ever been in their career. The Detroit Pistons have built this team around him perfectly. Azar Thompson and Duren on the defensive end. Tobias Harris in free agency. Malik Beasley as a heat check shooter. All believe in one another. They have a unity and they have a belief that Cade Cunningham is one of the 5 to 10 best players in the NBA, and you can't convince anyone on the Detroit Pistons organization that isn't the case. So why do I believe this is an argument? Paolo Banchero from the defensive side of the ball is someone you would build around in your dreams. He is a power forward who can play point guard. He can guard the 1 through 4 position and play small ball center if you needed him to. He's someone that if you can surround him with shooters and give him a Robin to his Batman for the moments that he is hesitant to shoot and still finding his shot selection and consistency, he could be unbelievable. Franz Wagner is a great player, but he needs a defensive-minded big man to pair and really make that defense pop. Well, as a point guard, Jalen Suggs is fine, but a point guard who can take over, who can run the offense when Paolo isn't doing it. He has such a high usage rate. He is the entire Orlando Magic organization right now and has been left with no shooters, which I believe is the perfect way to build around Paolo Banchero. He is not a natural-born shooter. He only shoots 70% from the free throw line. He struggles exponentially when we're talking about threes. He essentially can't hit them. And again, his shot selection and desire to be offensively a part of the game plan can be lacking at times. But even in games like last night, where he only shot 5 times, he still manages to score 23 points because nobody can stop this man. And I'm telling you, don't allow injuries and what has occurred with other teams to negate you from the fact that Paolo Banchero is going to be an absolute superstar in this league for years to come. Cade Cunningham has a lot of the issues that Paolo Banchero has, which is why I compare them. He's never shot higher than 35% from the three-point line. That's a real area he needs to be more consistent. His free throw percentage of 85% tells us that more than likely he will improve in that matter and has the ability to do so. And thankfully, he's such an amazing shot creator and comfortable with the ball in big moments that you do believe in him. And especially in the playoffs, I feel confident he will be effective. There's no doubt in this argument that Paolo Banchero has catching up to do to Cade Cunningham. I just don't want people to be blind to the fact that there isn't as big a gap there as you think. Surround Paolo Banchero with the right talent. Allow him to continue to grow and understand he is 1 year behind from Cade Cunningham and still at the ripe age of 22 years old. All that promise we saw at Duke. There's a reason both these guys were number one pick. Unlike most number one picks, they're going to deliver on their potential. The playoffs is born for two things. Guys who can show up in the moment, a la Cade Cunningham, and guys like Paolo Banchero that you can build around defensively to make such an amazing team that when the game slows down, when nobody's hitting, that's when Paolo Banchero and the team you can build around him can make deep runs, can show you what they're capable of. I know it sounds crazy, but I truly believe when we look back at this in 5 years that there is a serious possibility that Paolo Banchero has passed Cade Cunningham as someone that franchises would want to build around. If he can develop a jumper, even whatsoever, he is completely unstoppable. It is to take absolutely nothing away from the way the Detroit Pistons play. It is so much fun. Cade Cunningham is going to be a superstar for a long, long time. But I do think it's a discussion worth having, as they both were number one picks. They had so much hype. We've seen flashes of them delivering on what their potential could be. And like I said, we are literally in the middle of Cade Cunningham showing us what he's going to be. So this seems like a crazy question. But let me know down below if you think there's a chance that Paolo could catch up. If you think there's no way and Cade is way more valuable. I want to know all your thoughts on it down below. And as always, let me know what you want to see next, what comparison you've been thinking about. And as always, thank you for watching, and I'm out. Peace.